Hey there, Magic Makers. It's Deb D here for your Sunday Surrender. And as we do on a Sunday, we're going to be looking at our week ahead with some oracle insights, a little bit of what's happening above, so below. And here we go. Our week coming up is indeed full of light, for we are days away from our beautiful full moon in Sagittarius. So just in a couple of days, it's going to be Tuesday, depending on where you are in the world, but let's say Tuesday. Look up in the night sky, even Monday night, Tuesday night, and you'll see that massive, beautiful cosmic spotlight shining for us all. And as we know, the full moon is shining in the sky, and it's also shining and illuminating inside and for us. So before I dive into our oracle reading for this week, I just wanted to give a couple of magical notes about this Sagittarian full moon. Full moon, cosmic spotlight, gonna light up everything, which means it's gonna light up the good times, it's gonna light up what is working, what have you been working on that's found itself at a new peak, and it's a Sagittarian full moon. Sagittarius love to celebrate. They love an adventure. They love to be out there and be curious. So perhaps for you, this full moon is about that Sagittarian energy of like, yeah, I've been working on stuff and look at that, and look at that, and look at that. It's beginning to work. I can see some magic at play. And sometimes the full moon comes to show us things that maybe we really didn't want to see, or weren't ready to see, or it wasn't aligned for us to see yet. This is another energy of the full moon. And sometimes we get both at the same time. So this Sagittarian full moon is also aligning with another aspect of Sagittarius. Yes, they're like gregarious and friendly, they like an adventure, and they are truth seekers. So this full moon is an excellent opportunity by this light, when it's all lit up, Magic Makers, what is the truth that you can now see? And there's more. Every full moon has an astrological sign that's influencing it, and always the planets are dancing around doing their moves. And this particular full moon has some strong alignments to Saturn. Saturn currently retrograde, Saturn being the planet known as like the father planet. Saturn wants us to have a plan, be responsible. Saturn likes some order. And Saturn is going to help you create the scaffolding for your life. Currently in retrograde and lining up with this full moon, Saturn is now giving you an opportunity to work with this Sagittarian truth and look into, be with, is there a truth in your current world life experience with how it's laid out, what you're going for, what's working or not working? Is it now time to look at that quality of your life? Because Saturn says, yeah, do the review with me, because I'm going to set you up, because I am the parent energy that really does want to set you up for success, and I want to make sure you've done your homework. And Sagittarius does want to go on that adventure and connect. And we have an opportunity now to connect to the truth of what we are planning. So breathe in, Magic Maker, and just bring into your vision now what it is that you're planning for your life. Either a big project or a dance move on the world stage that you want to make, an aspect in a relationship or your business. Like, what's the big part of your life at the moment that is connected absolutely to a dream, something that you want to go after, and also at the moment it's still developing, and there's parts that are working and parts that maybe not so much. So just breathing in, and whatever that is for you, whatever's dropped in, just say yes, thank you. And allow the light of this full moon coming up this week to give you the opportunity to be with what is the truth here? What is the truth about how I'm supporting myself or supported by others? What is the truth about what I'm building? Is it on a solid foundation, or are there some cracks there that we need to go back and repair? Saturn's going to love that. What is the truth for you now? And sometimes that truth can take a little bit of time to click in, and sometimes that truth is screaming at you, Magic Maker. Always anchor into your own magic and follow your own magical adventure. Go to the truth that is seeking you now, because it's going to help. Sometimes being with the truth kind of sucks because you're like, I didn't really want to see that. Or can you please not tell me that again? But if we want to be magically aligned to get what we want in our big life magic, we have to do the bits that are maybe uncomfortable as well as the bits that feel like magical and amazing on the dance floor. So you are well advised to seek into the truth now. So let's seek some truth with our oracle. Again, I've chosen the Gaia Oracle deck, but it's not the only deck I've chosen today. There were two decks that kept saying, play me, play me, play me. And I thought, well, we can just play with them both. But we are going to start with our Gaia Oracle. And we're going to ask for an insight by the light of the full moon coming for us all this week, highlighting our Sagittarian energy of adventure, connection, and truth, and aligning with Saturn, currently in retrograde, asking us to review and realign the structures in our life, the support in our life, the responsibilities in our life. By the light of this full moon coming up, shuffling for us all now, Magic Makers, what is in the highest good for us to know? What is illuminated now? What light let's not say that. What light is available for us to follow? What light are we highly advised to tune into? Illuminating our truth, illuminating our way forward, even if it feels like a dance move back. Retrogrades can do that. That's it, asking now. Gaia Oracle, for all Magic Makers tuning in. Sagittarian love and light by the full moon. What is illuminated? What is in our highest good to follow? What magic is available to us in the light? What is going to be revealed? You never know, Magic Maker. Let's just tune in, everyone. Take a deep breath. Connect to your own truth. Connect to that full moon energy of culmination, celebration, and also the highlighting of what may need to be released. And just breathing in now. And now let's play this way. Let me see if I can show you all the cards, because normally I hold them down. I'm going to show them this way. Let's play, let's play, let's play. Okay, Magic Makers, let's see which card is to be revealed today. I'm feeling it here. This is the one. What do we got? Eternal Dance. Okay, alrighty. Eternal Dance. I love this because I speak about on the dance floor quite a bit in our Magic Makers. But the eternal dance is around movement, the wheel of life, and also, it's the path of the least resistance. Yeah. So in the full moon, we get to see all aspects of all the different pathways, because there's always more than one Magic Maker, right? And the eternal dance is teaching us that even if it feels like we've taken a wrong turn, we're still dancing. And the wheel is still turning We are still learning, and we can realign like Saturn in its retrograde is asking us to do right now. But by this full moon, when we get eternal dance, the invitation is this: stay on the dance floor. And from there, where is the path of least resistance? If something feels too hard, if something feels stuck, what happens if you let it be and you don't try to work it out? You turn your attention to another dance move which feels a little easier. Now, I'm not saying that we're just ignoring and bypassing lessons. That's not what I'm saying here. But what I'm saying is sometimes, and particularly with this Sagittarian fire energy, which is really forward, 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 we can kind of come forward with fire and try to fix something, like try to put something into a box, but I don't want to be in the box. Or try to force somebody else to be a particular way when they're just being their way. So in the eternal dance, you want to breathe in and just be like, I am still on the dance floor. I can see all pathways available to me on this dance floor, and I will choose the path of least resistance now. Which means, Magic Maker, you may have to let something go. Maybe not forever, but maybe what about if we just put it to the side for a minute and say, I'm not going to keep adding the fire to that. I'm not going to keep pushing that because that hasn't been feeling good, or that's not working. I can't find the solution to that. So I'm just going to actually let that rest on the dance floor. Shimmy over here where it feels a little easier. Full moons are also around release and forgiveness. In the putting it down, are you needing to release something that you don't need to keep? And it may be a grudge, it may be a thought pattern, it may be somebody else's actions that you're kind of like holding on to. Wish you hadn't done that. Whatever it might be. Or because of this Saturn energy, is there something in your world that you have been trying to build and that thing ain't working so well? Like a house of cards, every time you build it, something falls down, and then you build another way and it falls down. Maybe what the universe is giving you now is kind of saying, well, this is feeling a bit hard and we never meant for it to be hard. So why don't we just shimmy over here where the resistance is much lower, the dance moves flow, and then from there you can find your way. And it may be back to what you were creating just from a new perspective, or you may be shown a completely new path. That's all possible if we remember to stay dancing. If you are feeling stuck, find a way to move. Where is the easiest dance move you could take next? Path of least resistance, which means every time resistance rises, stop, pause, breathe, allow it to ease, and find a way to say yes. Where is the yes? Even if the yes is only little. Even if the yes is counter to something that you really, really wanted to be the yes. Where in you is the eternal dance? For everything is always working out for you. And we can let go to create space for the magic to flow in. So Eternal Dance is our first card. I feel the need to get another Gaia. This often happens with me. So what should we ask next, Magic Makers? So we're illuminated in the light to keep dancing, seek the path of least resistance. We've got a jumper card. Okay, here we are. No need to ask the question, because the Gaia cards already knew that we need an ocean of eternal love. Look, there's our full moon. Yeah. Healing, creativity, fertility. Ocean of eternal love is return to that source place, which is I am love. All is working out for me. The universe supports me. My own I am spirit supports me. And seeking now not the resistance, not the I want to win this fight, not the I have to keep building it, but letting go and allowing healing energy to enter. Or shimmy over here for a while and let it go, because then creativity can come back on the dance floor. Healing, creativity, and this fertility. I mean, maybe you're hoping to move in that way, making some babies, but also fertility is about what's growing inside us. What's growing inside you? If growing inside you is anger, resentment, fear, you may want to shimmy away from that and find a path of least resistance. What's growing inside you? Are you connected to your creativity? Are you available to healing? Because you are in the eternal dance and you get to decide with your free will. Is that dance going to be hard choreography where you feel out of step all the time? Or can you adjust to find flow? Oceans of eternal love. You are loved. You are love. Love is the leader and magic is the guide. Okay, so we're going to move on to the second deck that said, pick me please, and we're just going to choose one card as a guide for us. Again, we feature here our spirit animals. Spirit animals, there's so many gorgeous spirit animals all around playing with us. So, Spirit Animal Oracle. We're going to be in our eternal dance. We're going to connect to that ocean of eternal love available to us this full moon. And we're going to connect to all of nature and all creatures that aren't connected into this human reality. Then we can make things really hard for ourselves, you know. Humans are excellent at that. And animals, I tell you something, like every morning I go for a swim at the beach. And this morning I was sitting and I was listening to a song and letting the song finish before I went towards the ocean. And the little beach where I go, there's a few beach dogs that live there. And they don't always come up and say hi. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And I was sitting there and I was actually really full of a lot of feelings about something that was with me, something that I need to let go and find the path of least resistance, listening to my own magic. And one of the beach dogs just really gently walked towards me and bowed his nose forward and was just there right in front of me. Which was an invitation to, you know, pet the dog, which they don't always do that. They're not used to people touching them. And when I was petting the dog, I was like, this dog has intuitively picked up that I'm in need of connection and nurture now. And by patting the dog, I connected to, I can give nurture. Therefore, it's available for me to receive. And it felt like this beautiful gift from this dog this morning with let the hard edges go. So Magic Maker, any animals turning up in your world? Maybe a bird, maybe a bee, maybe a cat, maybe another creature. But let's see now, Magic Makers, with our Spirit Animal Oracle, which animal, which spirit would like to come through and to be a guide for us in this Sagittarian full moon, asking us to keep dancing, find the least resistance, And remember that you are swimming, dancing, creating and living in an ocean of eternal love. And adding to that, perhaps sitting on the shore waiting for us, is this spirit animal. Oh, it's not sitting on the shore. This animal is in the sea. Look at that. In our ocean of eternal love, we have whale spirit. How beautiful. Trust the great mystery. Just breathing that in. This is really important when it feels like we need to change the plan, and that's scary. Or it feels like the plan is changing around us, and that is bringing up some fear and doubt. This is important when it feels like we've been connecting to something we want to manifest and it doesn't seem to be coming about just yet. This is important when we do fall into that internal state of closing in, becoming stiff, not flowing, and not being in our relationship to the universe, trusting that even if we can't feel it, there is a beautiful, amazing, miraculous plan to our lives and to our magic. And when it can feel hard, now Saturn can sometimes bring that hard edge, like that parenting, authoritative, hard edge feeling. Sometimes full moons can bring really full emotions. So even if it feels like I'm lost, or I've lost my way, or I know I need to change direction and it feels really scary and I don't know what's further down the path, whale spirit is saying, dive into that ocean of eternal love, for I am there to remind you that you are always connected to universal support. You are the divine of the universe. There is a plan supporting you. There is so much support for you in that ocean. And please, Magic Maker, trust that even if you're at a detour or a redo or a smashing down of that house of cards so you can start again, trust in the beautiful, great mysteries of the world, for we are in the mystery. We are active players watching our world unfold, manifestation and miracle at a time. Magic Makers, sending you so much love for this week ahead and for your full moon. Many blessings. Take some time, if you can, make your way outside underneath that cosmic spotlight and ask for direction. Connect to the great mystery and wonder of the world and be willing to let go and find your path of least resistance towards the big life magic that you desire and that you absolutely can have. Okay, Magic Makers, stay tuned. On Wednesday, I will be back for part 3 of our intuition series. And by then, we will be on the other side of this beautiful full moon energy. Take care as the moon rises to its peak. Seek the hugs of the people that you love. Seek connection with nature. Seek time with your truth. And trust in the mystery that is you. For you, my friend, you are the magic.